Heating and Cooling, Dakota Environmental Engineering. Best of luck,
we expect to do well. We know how to work.
Association.
Stop into Shooter's Saloon in Woolsey today for some good food, good drinks, and great time. Shooter's has new hours. They're open Monday through Friday, 3 to close, with the kitchen open 4 to 10. Shooter's is now open Saturdays, noon to close, with a lunch special and appetizers available noon to 4. Be sure to follow their Facebook page to find the weekly special and any drink specials they may be having. You can still get all their normal menu items like their delicious ribeye dinner and, of course, Shooter's famous homemade pizzas 4 to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Make your next stop at Shooter's Saloon in Woolsey.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Dairy Queen's ice cream, of course. Get your favorite cool treats at Dairy Queen of Huron. Get a chocolate-dipped cone, a dilly bar, hot fudge sundae, or their famous DQ blizzards. And for parties, anniversaries, or any occasion, order a DQ
want to win state, and obviously that's in the back of everybody's head. But as you guys sat down and talked goals or took a look at this season, did you see a 4-0 start?
Dine in. Dairy Queen of Huron. Hot eats and cool treats.
Hi, I am Tyson Lean. As a college wrestler, I push my body to the limit every day. But after a few injuries, I started to feel like I wasn't performing at my best. That's when I turned to Carr Chiropractic and their team of experts. Through a combination of adjustments, rehab, and natural supplements, I was able to recover faster, reduce my pain, and improve my overall performance on the mat. Whether you're an athlete or just looking to improve your health, I highly recommend giving Carr Chiropractic a try.
Check, check, check. Now can you hear me?
Kaufman Livestock of Huron is a proud supporter of the Huron Tigers in all area high school athletics. Marty, Cody, and Logan Kaufman raise registered Simmental bulls. 2 are former Huron Tigers, 1 a former Alpena Wildcat. Best of luck to all area athletes and the Huron Tigers from Kaufman Livestock of Huron.
This is Matt Sibley with Brian J. Davidson Insurance Agency in Huron. You changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose, because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance.
Okay, back after this then.
State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports.
Welcome back to Woolsey. Matt Watson on 1210 KOKK here in the pregame of the girls matchup. Remember, both games are a girl-boy doubleheader tonight as Woolsey Wessington hosts Miller. We talked to Coach Norton. Right now we sit down with Josh McGilvery, head coach for Woolsey Wessington. And Coach, thanks for joining us here. We caught you in the season opener, a game against Western Springs. It was a close game, and you could tell both teams were still kind of trying to feel out the process and how things were going to go. You guys come in tonight at 1-4, so I got to feel like you're still in that process, kind of trying to figure things out.
You know, we are. I mean, we are. We do have 6 sophomores that are playing a bulk of the minutes there. But, you know, we still want to take a lot of pride in everything that we do. And we know that first game they returned the ball over 28 times. And we know as a team that you can't win a ball game, turn the ball over that much. We're going to see full court press the entire night against Miller tonight. That's what they've been doing all season, kind of giving them that 5-0 start. So we're going to take pride in our goal tonight is to take care of the basketball and watch the turnovers and just kind of relax. And you got a bunch of young ones out there. It's pretty easy to kind of the wheels to get spinning there. So we just got to stay calm and collective and trust our teammates and themselves, each other. And I think we'll be able to give them a good run here.
Yeah, anytime you can weather the storm as a young team, boy, that pays off in the long run. Now that first game, Shea Utech kind of had a quiet 26 points. Has she been leading you scoring this season?
She has. Our last game, I think she had 23, 25 points she finished with there too. So, but it's not. A lot of it is on her own. You know, she's starting to see some face guards, and she's starting to kind of be the focal point for the opposing team when they're playing defense there. But, you know, she's really taken a huge step from her freshman to sophomore year, and to have a sophomore playing like she is there, it's super exciting for our program.
As you mentioned, Miller coming in unbeaten. They had a lot of success, like you guys did in the season before here, the volleyball side. There for them, rolling right into basketball, and yeah, unbeaten, but still sort of a youngish team too. They have 2 seniors, 3 juniors, sophomores, freshmen that'll play. So So young, just a little more experience.
Yeah, they're definitely, I'd say, like junior heavy, and they have the right leadership. Their two best players are seniors, which really helps those younger kids, take a little bit of pressure off them. They run a deep rotation where they're playing 10 girls because they are full court pressing that whole game there. So they have a nice rotation, and they got the bodies to do what they want to do there.
Real good, Coach. Well, thanks so much for joining us here. Good luck in the game, and, we'll be talking to you down the road.
Yeah, thank you.
Josh McGilvery there, head coach of the Wolsey-Wessington girls. We'll send it back to the studios here, and we'll come back with officials, starting lineups, and we'll be ready for tip-off. We got Wolsey-Wessington hosting Miller. Both games of a girl-boy doubleheader tonight on KOKK.
Rocking Z Acres of Wessington.
Okay, let's go 2 minutes
organic,
this time, please.
SCI
2 minutes.
Regenerative certified and conventional crop production, balancing biology with fertility. They offer a full line of organic and conventional products for plant nutrition, plant health, and soil biology to help local producers, including amino protein products to stimulate biology and plant hormones, amino-chelated micronutrients, compost extracts derived from local sources, and kelp products. Rocking Z Acres is proud to support Huron and area high school sports.
The certified public accountant firm of Coleman, Biersbach, and Anderson LLP can take care of your tax and accounting needs. Income tax preparation, computerized bookkeeping, audit and not audit financial statements, estate planning, just among the services offered by Coleman, Biersbach, and Anderson. Wishing the best to the Miller Rustlers, Coleman, Biersbach, and Anderson LLP CPA firm of Miller.
American Family Insurance.
This is Crystal Volkwartson, agent at Volkwartson & Associates, Inc. As your American Family Insurance agent in Huron and Miller, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. Call me today at 605-352-4943 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The next time you're heading through Miller, make a stop at Pump and Pack. Fill up the tank or just top her off. Pump and Pack features gas, premium gas, and diesel too. Head inside for your favorite snacks and drinks. Pump and Pack is the place for hot stuffed pizza and hamburgers, breakfast foods, ice cream too. Miller Pump and Pack is proud to feature Bball beef products, including ground beef steaks, jerky, and beef sticks. They're open 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Your locally owned and operated C-store. Pump and Pack, 709 North Broadway in Miller.
Dakota Sports is committed to excellence in sports broadcasting.
And welcome back to Wolsey as we are set for a girls matchup here. Wolsey-Wessington, Miller Rustlers. Taking a look here first of all at the lineup card for Miller. Off the bench, Grayson Wordle, J.C. Pugh, Bailey Brueggemann, Kaylin Anderberg, Faith Baumberger, and Madeline Syanga. Starters are Jolie Palmer, Kate Lichty, Paige Wordle, Aaliyah Schlechter, and Morgan Kolda. For Wolsey-Wessington, they'll start Taylor Eichstead, Maria Nelson, Shea Utecht, Macy Washicek, and Kendall Utecht. We'll see Kenley Hooks, Peyton Peterson. Talk about the balance of the lineup shortly. Remember, the officials brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Officials in the center circle. The tip is up. Our officiating crew tonight, Cade Schmidt, Tucker Kingsbury, and Kevin Bball. Our law on the court here, as again, the officiating crew is always brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. And Miller going to have the game's opening tip into the front court and trying to get themselves situated. The Wolsey-Wessington Warbirds end up tying things up for a jump ball, so a chance to strike first now for Wolsey-Wessington. So the Warbirds to the offensive end. No score here between Miller and Wolsey-Wessington. Just underway in a girls matchup. Remember, both games of a girl-boy doubleheader. Here's a pass across the lane. Attempted by Utecht, and a whistle will go on somebody. It'll go on Wolsey-Wessington, and Macy Washicek will pick up her first. So Washicek first on the night for Wolsey-Wessington. And Miller a chance. Here's Kolda for three on the wing. That one is no good. The rebound grabbed. Well, Nelson had a hand on it, knocked away and stolen by the Rustlers. Kolda gets a look at another three. She won't take it. Palmer on the left wing. Inside to Lichty, back around to the top of the key. Kolda now in the right corner. Morgan a couple of dribbles. Here's Schlechter at the top. Back to Kolda, right side of the free throw. Nice backdoor cut. Kolda gets the pass and the finish. Morgan Kolda, first basket of the game, and Miller leading 2-0. Wolsey Wessington here inbounding, as Coach McGilvery talked about in the pregame there, that they will face a lot of full court pressure tonight. And that is the case, at least early on in this one. So Miller, a 2-0 lead. A whistle on Miller will go on Paige Wordle, and that's her first. Kick ball out of bounds, off Miller. Jolie Palmer able to get over there and knock that one away. Well, the Mirror Family Hair Care bringing us scoreboard updates. The Miller JV girls pick up a win, 44-22. Wolsey Wessington's JV boys get a win, 36-17. Here on the right wing, here's Taylor Eichstead. Almost lost it, but able to keep the handle. Finds Utech on the wing, left side. Left side to drive. Shea's got to force up a shot. It's off the side of the rim, but the ball grabbed there by Washachek, and they'll get an offensive rebound. So 6 minutes to play, opening quarter in Wolsey. 2-0. Miller leads Wolsey Wessington here in girls hoops. Remember, both games of a doubleheader tonight. Here's a jumper in the lane, and that one's going to rattle home for Kendall Utech. So Kendall, the first basket for Wolsey Wessington, will tie us at 2. Miller moving quickly. Palmer on the baseline. Tried to swing it back in. Nearly stolen by Nelson, and now another jump ball. And it looks like this one's going to stay with Miller. So again, our officiating crew here tonight, as always, brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Tucker Kingsbury, Kevin Ball, Cade Schmidt, your law on the floor. Here's a steal on the inbounds, taken away by Kendall Utech. Tied at 2. Kendall across to Shea. Shea across the timeline, back to Kendall, left wing, left corner, Eichstead. She'll take the baseline, runs into a double team. The pass is through the hands of a Warbird, but into the hands of Kendall Utech, who knocks down the 2. So Kendall has all 4 of the Wolsey Wessington points. Warbirds lead the Rustlers 4-2. Palmer on the wing. Pass inside. Nice pass to Paige Wordle, and Wordle is fouled on the way up and will go to the free throw line. Foul's called on Maria Nelson. That'll be her first, team's second. 5:17 left, quarter number 1. A free throw, airborne and good for Paige Wordle. Well, Miller coach Eric Norden said, I asked, how deep do you go into the rotation? How many girls are you going to play? And he said, how many's on there? And I said, 11. And he said, well, then 11. So it begins. Madeline Saenga in for the first time tonight. The second free throw is no good for Wordle. And it's out of bounds off Miller. Miller making another change as Grayson Wordle will check in. There's a pass into Utech. Shea across the timeline, a pass to Nelson. Nelson back up top for Utech. She gets the front of that 2-3 zone. Ball knocked away into the hands of Utech. She'll try the runner. No good. Got her own rebound. Tips it out to Kendall. Cross court Nelson. Nelson on the wing. Kendall Utech again. Top of the key. Looks at 3. Doesn't want it. Left wing. Eichstead looks at 3. Doesn't want it. In the corner they go to Nelson. Nelson drives baseline. Blocked and ball ripped and taken by Lichty. Lichty ahead to Kolda. Kolda on the right wing. Little hesitation. Blows past the defender. Into a second. Shot knocked out of bounds. It's off Wolsey Wessington. So Kolda able to blow past the defense with the little hesitation move. And boy, that is one that she has just gotten better with every year. Here's Caitlin Anderberg in, as again Norden's early prophecy coming true, as he said he will play everybody. Left corner, 3 by Palmer is no good. Long rebound is off a Warbird and out of bounds. So Miller going to hold on to it as the official took just a second to make the call. Wolsey Wessington thought it was going to go their way. Not to be. Lob in to Saenga, top of the key. Left wing Palmer looks at 3, doesn't want it. Back to Madeline on the wing. Madeline swings it inside for Anderberg. Back out, Saenga for 3. Left wing is an air ball saved in by Palmer. Oh, she didn't save it in. She stepped on the baseline, and Wolsey Wessington will inbound. 4:15 left, opening quarter. 4-3 the Warbirds lead. Kenley Hooks on for the first time tonight. She'll replace Macy Washachek. Inbounds for Kendall Utex. Back to Nelson. Backcourt stolen by Kolda. Straight to the rack. Lefty is good and one. Kolda both of the Miller field goals. And now a chance to break into the free throws as she'll get her first look. Here comes J.C. Pugh in. So Pugh, Kolda, Grayson Wordle, Syenga, and Anderberg is already 9 deep, nearly midway point of the first quarter here for the Miller girls. Kolda free throw up, and it rattles out. Halfway down the can and comes out. Here's a pass across the, well, not quite across the timeline. Kenley Hooks was chugging for midcourt there and had got just barely across. They say that she had left the ground, caught the ball, and then landed, and that counts as the old over and back. So they'll give it back to Miller with 4:01 to play in the opening quarter, and Miller enjoying their first lead since 2-0 as the Rustlers lead 5-4. Here's Syenga inside. Pass off for Anderberg from 5 on the baseline. The fader's good. Caitlin Anderberg with her first basket. 7-4 Miller leads. Rustlers again, that full court pressure, trying to force some turnovers. Shea Utecht across the timeline for Kenley Hooks. Kenley into Syenga. And a foul is called, and I think that'll be the first of the night on Madeline Syenga, and it's going to send Kenley Hooks to the free throw line. So again, for Syenga, her first. It'll be the second on the team, and we'll go to the free throw line with Kenley Hooks. Hooks first off the bench here tonight has had some games as a starter, some games as a top reserve, and kind of shows there you got 5, 6, or maybe 7 kids. You kind of feel like you could start, and not always is the case. Obviously, you can only put 5 out there, so sometimes you just kind of rotate things around a little bit there. Here is Hooks, no good on the second. Rebound Miller. 7-4 Rustlers. Kolda right wing, wide open, deep three. Got it, Morgan Kolda from way downtown. She's got all the field goals for Miller, 7 of their 10 points. Actually, no, I have them only down for 7. Oh, no, she's got 3 of their 4 field goals. Here's a near steal by Anderberg, but Nelson finds the handle. Nelson to Shea Utex. Shea fell on her way to the basket, picked up by Anderberg, and Miller will have it again, now leading 10-4. Lob inside, Syenga going at Hooks, bounces it into the corner, Palmer. Left wing, Anderberg. Nope, Grayson Wordle. Right wing, another 3 by Kolda. No good. Anderberg, the offensive board. Tied up there by Peyton Peterson, and a jump ball is called. Wolseley Wessington will have it. 2:50 left, quarter 1, 10-4. Wolseley Wessington trailing here. They will inbound again to full court pressure. McGilvery says one of the reasons he felt like the Miller girls were 4-0 on this season is this full court pressure. Able to force some turnovers, and here's another turnover. Ball tipped away. To the other end we go. Shot is up and on the way and good for Paige Wordle. So Miller will take a 12-4 lead. McGilvery wants a timeout. We'll take a full timeout. 60 seconds, back in a minute on KOKK. The Onward Wolseley Business Association supports all activities of the Wolseley Wessington School. The Onward Wolseley Business Association includes 281 Travel Center and Roll and Wheel Restaurant, American Bank and Trust, Schumacher Repair, McGilvery Heating and Cooling LLC, Mid-Dakota, Pullman Well Drilling, First Stop Insurance, and Engelbretson's Just One More. Best of luck to the Warbirds from the Onward Wolseley Business Association. Stop into Shooter's Saloon in Wolseley today for some good food, good drinks, and great time. Shooter's has new hours. They're open Monday through Friday, 3 to close, with the kitchen open 4 to 10. Shooter's is now open Saturdays, noon to close, with a lunch special and appetizers available noon to 4. Be sure to follow their Facebook page to find the weekly special and any drink specials they may be having. You can still get all their normal menu items like their delicious ribeye dinner, and of course Shooter's famous homemade pizzas 4 to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Make your next stop at Shooter's Saloon in Wolseley.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports.
Welcome back to Wolseley. Set here for 2 minutes and 32 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. 12-4 Miller leads. Wolseley Wessington the inbounds. A ball tipped and nearly stolen, and now it is. Grayson Wordle into the backcourt, and again just Another advantage there of that full court pressure, forcing things, making things happen here. J.C. Pugh in right side. Here's a floater on the way and no good, but an offensive rebound grabbed by Grayson Wordle. So Miller will get another look. The Rustler girls lead 12-4 here on the road. 2 minutes to play opening quarter. Nice move on the baseline. Schlechter it must have had the shot blocked. I thought she had her arm affected, but they say no. It was a blocked shot. And now Anderberg caught reaching in. And Caitlin Anderberg will pick up her first foul. So the Warbirds inbounding here, down to 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. And Miller, that big 12-4 lead. Nice drive to the basket by Nelson, but can't finish it off. Rebound grabbed by Schlechter, and we go the other way with the Miller girls. Schlechter across the timeline, a bouncer into the corner. Grayson Wordle for three. No good, long rebound. Maria Nelson hauls it in. Nelson lobs it over to Shea Utek. Shea's pass partially tipped. Kolda another steal. Going in is Faith Baumberger. Baumberger kicks it out for a corner three. That one is no good. Another rebound here for Maria Nelson, and Nelson is fouled as she turns it up court, fouled by Paige Wordle. So Wordle's second personal foul will be the team's fourth of the opening quarter, so nearing the bonus here of the Warbirds with 1:23 to play in the first. Miller, though, leads 12-4. Peyton Peterson ready to inbound, bring it in the corner for Nelson. Back to Peterson, stuck on the baseline, double teamed, ahead to Nelson. Nelson, a long lob over the head of Hooks and tapped out of bounds. And getting down there in time was Miller's Faith Baumberger, and I think Baumberger might have hit it into Hooks, who then hit it out of bounds. So Miller will have it again and a chance to make this lead double digits with 1 minute to play in the opening quarter. Grayson Wordle, top of the key. Left wing now for Baumberger. Cross court to Palmer. Palmer the drive. Back up top through Baumberger's hands, picked up by Wordle. Grayson Wordle on the right wing for Kate Lichty. Back around the horn. Left wing now for Aaliyah Schlechter. Wordle back to Schlechter. Deep three, top of the key. Front iron will not climb in. Offensive board, though, grabbed by Grayson Wordle. Wordle over to Palmer, and Palmer has it knocked out of bounds. Oh, it went off her. So Wolsey Washington will inbound with 40 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Another change here as Eric Norden brings in Morgan Kolda. So you got Kolda, Faith Baumberger out there. Schlechter is still on, Kate Lichty, and Jolie Palmer. Right now they have Taylor Eichstead trapped in the corner, and Eichstead stepped out of bounds. So the Miller-Rustler defense again suffocating D in this opening quarter, and it has led to numerous turnovers, which has led to baskets. They lead here 12-4. Kolda in the corner. Trapped down there by Kendall Utecht. Cross-court pass, left wing now for Schlechter. Schlechter feeds inside for Baumberger. Baumberger falling down, tried to put one off the window, couldn't get it, and got her own rebound. She fell down and got the offensive board. Kolda at the top of the key. Left wing Schlechter, back up top for Morgan. Well, you can't leave her open even that deep as Kolda will knock down a long ball. Here's Baumberger, the drive again, ran into the defense, and this time the travel. So Wolsey Washington back with 5 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Miller can't push it to double digits. Warbirds inbound, trailing here 12-4. Inbound stolen by Kolda. Deep three at the buzzer or just shy of it. The three's no good, and the rebound is grabbed by Miller. No shot attempt here as at the end of one quarter, Miller 12, Wolsey Washington 4. We're back to Wolsey in a minute, 60 seconds on KOKK.
Do you know what your cattle are eating? Are they growing like you expect? At Dakota Land Feeds, their experienced feed consultants can help you be sure your cattle are getting everything they need to perform and what will help you increase your bottom line. Let Dakota Land Feeds help formulate the right ration to fit the needs of your cattle, whether you have growing calves, feedlot cattle, yearlings, or beef cows. Dakota Land Feeds has feed consultants across the territory to help serve you. See your local Dakota Land Feeds dealer today.
When is the right home truly the right home? This is Reg Kleinsasser with the Real Estate Connection. First, can you afford it? Beyond the purchase price, you need to consider utility costs, maintenance costs, and property taxes. All of these factors add to the actual cost of a new home. Does the home meet your needs? At the Real Estate Connection, we are dedicated to helping you find a home that meets your needs without breaking your budget. We're ready to help you find the right home today. Give us a call, 352-1300, or visit our website, realestatehuron.com.
Your headquarters for sports is Dakota Sports on KOKK.
Welcome back to Woolsey here. Woolsey, Wessington, and Miller doing battle as we got both games. Remember, of a girl-boy double header tonight. Trying to get you some scores. Scores, of course, are brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care. Here's a ball knocked away, and Woolsey Wessington will start the second quarter with a steal and kind of just what the doctor ordered after the opening frame, leading or trailing 12-4. Here's Utech over to Nelson. Nelson left wing, drives on Schlechter. Backs away, the handoff to Kendall. Utech. Kendall the drive, leaves it out in the corner for Shea. Shea right side, double teamed, back to Kendall. Here's Nelson. Nelson on the left wing, working outside of the three-point line. Schlechter on the D. Nelson lost it on the way up, picked up by by Anderberg, but Anderberg went all the way over on the roll, and that's a travel. So Woolsey Wessington will inbound. Scoreboard updates brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care. Iroquois Lake Preston's girls leading Hitchcock Tulare's girls 13-12. 3 minutes to play in the first half of that one. Bridgewater Emery leading Sanborn Central Woonsocket 13-8 at the end or towards the end of the first quarter. Here's Utech. Shea Utech for three. Big three for Woolsey Wessington, and exactly the start to the second quarter they needed after falling behind by 8 in the opening frame. Here's Anderberg. Over to Palmer, right wing. Schlechter along two is off the mark, but an offensive board. Palmer, the putback is up and in. Nice aggressive play there by Jolie Palmer. That will get her first basket. And another steal on the inbounds is Anderberg, and she will go straight to the rack and put it in. 16-7. Miller's lead opens up to 9. McGilvery wants another timeout. We'll take 30. We're back in 30 seconds on KOKK.
6B Seed and Supply of Alpena is your Legend Seeds dealer. Wishes good luck to all area teams. As a Legend Seeds dealer, 6B has access to all the leading traits, genetics, and innovative biologicals in the industry. You can guarantee they have your best interest in mind. Call 6B Seed 605-354-2699 and put their name and Legend Seeds products to work on your farm.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports.
Well, the girls' scores from the area. Let's see, maybe not a lot. Parkston's leading Hanson 33-16. Highmore Herald leading Stanley County 29-9. That game's already in the third quarter. Here in Woolsey, 16-7. The Miller Rustlers lead by 9. Ball tipped and another steal here for Miller. Jolie Palmer again. Palmer across the timeline. Schlechter. Schlechter a Euro step into the lane, but took the extra Euro step. Trying to weave through the defense there, but not to be. They'll give it back to the Warbirds. 16-7. Miller leads by 9. 6:30 to play here in the first half. Here's the ball into Shea Utech. Shea lob across the timeline, intended for Eichstead, but picked up by Nelson. And the game is stopped here because one of the post covers for the volleyball net popped out. So the official will stop play, get that back in its spot, and of course that's one of those deals where you just got to hit it just right. It doesn't happen often, but it does here tonight. 6:20 to play first half, 16-7. Miller leads. Woolsey Wessington with the ball. Nelson on the wing, right side. Here's another ball swatted away by Miller. Boy, this defense has been something else tonight. They get it ahead to Grayson Wordle. Wordle misses the layup, but Syenga there to clean it up. Oh, and she's blocked on the way up, and a jump ball is called. So nice recovery there as Taylor Eichstead gets over there to block Syenga's shot and make it a jump ball, which will go back to Woolsey Wessington. Here's a ball tipped up, another near steal. Oh, Palmer took it. Pass ahead to Baumberger. Shot from in close is no good, but an offensive rebound by Grayson Wordle. And a whistle on Wolsey Wessington. Foul will be called on Maria Nelson. That's 2 on her. Be the first of the second quarter here. Inbounds, and a quick 3 is on the way. No good for Anderberg, and the rebound grabbed by Kendall Utecht. Here's a foul away from the ball. I think that one's going to go on Morgan Kolda. So Kolda's first. Wolsey Wessington will inbound with 5:48 to play in the first half. 16-7, Miller in the lead. Wolsey Wessington comes in at 1-4 on the season. Miller at 4-0. Warbirds down 9. Here's Shea Utecht, the baseline drive, and a whistle and a foul on Miller will go on Caitlin Anderberg. It's her second. Be the second on Miller here in quarter number 2. Kendall Utecht, the inbounds, will bring it into Eichstead. Right back to Kendall on the baseline. Kendall up top for Shea. Left wing now. Here's Eichstead. Eichstead back around to Peterson. Right wing Kendall back up top for Shea. Shea the drive right in the middle of the lane. Throws up a shot. No good. Rebound tipped out by Utecht, and Eichstead will take it, and they'll get an offensive board. Pass over to Peterson. Tipped up. Kolda, another steal. And then she was impeded by Eichstead, so that's going to be a whistle on Taylor Eichstead. It'll be her second foul. Be the second here in the second for Wolsey Wessington. Still 16-7 Miller. Both teams kind of a little bit of a lull here as Wolsey Wessington hits the 3. Miller 2 twos here early on. And here's a 3 from the wing, and that's good for Morgan Kolda. So Kolda with 10 early points for Miller. They lead by a dozen, 19-7. Remember, scoreboard updates are brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care, downtown Huron. There's a whistle on Miller, and this will be J.C. Pugh. So Pugh's first is now the team's third. Again, Wolsey Wessington will inbound. They'll do it right by the scorer's table in front of their own bench. It'll be Eichstead into Peterson across the timeline, and now a whistle is a timeout for Eric Norden, I think. Oh, no, somebody went down. Jolie Palmer went down. Oh, boy, and Palmer is very uncomfortable as they're going to bypass the bench. They're going to go right to the, they're going to go to the end of the bench. So they'll get a look at her there. And I guess I didn't really see what went on there, but she is definitely feeling some pain in that left leg. Here's the inbounds to Shea Utecht as we're back underway. Warbird basketball. Ball knocked away. Kolda, oh, she stole it. Got it back to herself. Goes all the way to the basket. Can't get it to go, but does get the whistle, so she'll go to the free throw line. Foul's called on Kendall Utecht. That'll be her first. 4:37 left, second quarter. 19-7. Miller by a dozen. Morgan Kolda leads everybody with 10 points. Kendall Utecht has 4 to lead Wolsey Wessington. Here's Kolda from the free throw line. First is up and rattles home. Miller 2 out of 4 from the free throw line tonight. Now Kolda with 11 of their 20 points. Morgan back to the free throw line. Second is airborne, and that one is no good. Long rebound on the baseline will go to Riley Peterson. Peterson ahead to Shea Utecht. Shea, a lob ahead, is over the head of Eichstead, and nobody's going to get there, and it's out of bounds off Wolsey Wessington. So Miller will inbound again with 4:29 to play in the first half. Now a 13-point lead. Well, they're still taking a look at Jolie Palmer on the end of the bench there. As again, I didn't see what exactly happened, but she went down and she is in some pain. Saenga has the ball knocked away by Peterson. Pass into the corner is to Kolda. Kolda rises up from 10 feet on the baseline, no good. Kendall Utek the rebound. Kendall double teamed. Pass ahead to Shea. Shea across midcourt going at Kendall. Lob across. Nice pass to Riley Peterson and a very nice finish. Or excuse me, Peyton Peterson. Very nice finish for Peyton there. There's a jump ball at the other end. Saenga thought she got a foul, but the officials disagree. So Miller will inbound, an 11-point lead, midway point at quarter 2. Inbounds Anderberg to Kolda in the corner. Here's Grayson Wordle inside for Saenga. Goes left off the window, rattles that one in. Madeline Saenga, her first basket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Miller players have scored tonight. And they lead 22-9. Here's Kendall Utek across the timeline. Another steal. This one's Anderberg. Make that Baumberger. Faith back across midcourt. Flips it inside. Grayson Wordle. Nobody paying attention. Grayson will get a bunny. Wordle with her first basket. 7th Rustler to score. Makes it a 15-point Miller lead. And again, McGilvery wants to talk it over. 3:20 to play in the half. 24-9 Miller. Back in 30 seconds here on KOKK.
Action news on the scene. Once again, a craft of some sort has crash landed. I can see movement coming from the craft. Is it the sun? It is. It's confirmed and emerging now exactly what we thought. It is the sun. Ty Clark has just emerged from the craft. He's the son of Kent Clark. And yes, they're teaming up like Superman and Boy Wonder. Father and son finally together. Kent Clark Insurance, Wessington, equal opportunity provider, 458-2281 for your crop insurance needs.
Dakota Sports is committed to excellence in sports broadcasting.
Welcome back to Woolsey. 3:20 remaining here in the first half. 24-9 Miller in the lead of this girls basketball game. Hitchcock Tulare at Iroquois at the end of the half, tied at 13 in girls basketball. Highmore Herald leading Stanley County 40-18 with a minute left in the third. Bridgewater Emory still on top of Sanborn Central Woonsocket with 5 minutes to play in the first half. Bridgewater Emory leads 21-20. Of course, we have Miller on top of Woolsey Wessington here, 24-9 in girls hoops. We got about 3 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the first half of this one. Of course, any standalone boys games will start after a bit here, well, any standalone games for that matter. And then we'll have a lot more boys scores, of course, as we have a boys game coming up tonight as well. Both games of a girl-boy doubleheader tonight here on KOKK. Passes inside to Kenley Hooks, and Hooks able to push one up and in. Kenley starting to get going here for Woolsey Wessington as she has her first basket. Puts the lead at 13, 24-11 Miller. Kolda, cross-court Baumberger, back to Kolda, open three, left wing, rattles out. Kenley Hooks the rebound. Hooks, she thought almost had it knocked away there, but Grayson Wordle commits a foul. So for Wordle, that'll be her first, and for the team, I think they're fourth. Yep, so the next one will put the Warbirds in the bonus. Inbounds Kendall Utek. Kendall get it back to Eichstead, also in the game for the first time tonight. Rhea Tupel. And here's a travel as they got it to Tupel, and she gives it back just across the timeline. So Miller will get it here with 2:38 to play in the first half and a 13-point lead. Baumberger on the right wing. Lichty, free throw line jumper. That rattles in for Kate Lichty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different rustlers in the scoring column tonight. Morgan Kolda leads everybody with 11. Here's Rhea Tupel again across the timeline. This time gets it to Eichstead. Eichstead underneath, back outside. Tupel open, a long two, comes up a little short. Rebound tipped a couple of times, and Kendall Utek will take it. Utek bounces it off Grayson Wordle and out of bounds, and will preserve possession for Woolsey Wessington. Baumberger will check out of the ball game. J.C. Pugh is back on for Miller. 26-11, the Rustlers lead. There's a shot on the way, no good for Woolsey Wessington. Rebound Schlechter. Aaliyah back across midcourt. Right wing. Leave it out for Grayson Wordle. Looks at three, doesn't want it. Pugh on the wing, back up top Wordle. Wordle trying to thread the needle for Kolda, but quick hands from Shea Utecht. Shea the other way to Peterson. Peterson's shot is way up and over, rebounded there by Pugh. Pugh's pass over the head of Kolda and out of bounds, and dueling turnovers here over the last few possessions as the Wolsey-Wessington Warbirds will now inbound with 97 seconds to run off here in the first half. Miller leads 26-11. Here's Tupel. Pass ahead to Hooks. Hooks got behind the defense. Lays it up and in. Kenley Hooks a couple of baskets here in the second quarter. 13 the difference. 26-13 Miller. Kolda, high post Schlechter. Schlechter the drive blocked by Hooks and a whistle. McGilvery doesn't like the call, nor does the Wolsey-Wessington faithful, as Kenley Hook's going to get whistled for her first. So free throws here for Aaliyah Schlechter. Schlechter looking for her first points. First free throw is up, front iron, and no good. Miller 1 for 3 in this quarter, 2 for 6 in the game from the free throw line. Another free throw here is Schlechter's second is on the way, and that one is good. So Schlechter in the scoring column. She will be the 9th Rustler to score tonight. 27-13, Miller by 14. Here's Shea Utecht the other way. Pass tip, stolen by Schlechter. Schlechter, long lob ahead to Kolda. Kolda going right at you through a couple of defenders. Basket won't go, but she'll go to the free throw line as Tupel and Eichstead were both there to try to contest the shot, and the foul going to go on Taylor Eichstead, and that's now her third. Also Miller into the bonus. Of course, this a shooting foul, but all the fouls here for the final minute 6 will result in free throws, as the next one will put the Warbirds in the bonus as well. Kolda good on the first free throw. Kolda's 2 out of 4 from the line tonight. She's got a dozen points. Taylor Eichstead checks out. Shea Utecht back on. Second free throw, no good. Offensive rebound, though, Grayson Wordle, and they'll get another look. Pugh left wing. Bounces it down on the baseline to Schlechter. Back to Pugh, around to Kolda. High post Lichty, outside Wordle for 3. Comes up short. Rebound Lichty. Kicks it back out. Kolda for 3. Got it. Morgan Kolda from long range. Kolda with 8 in the quarter, 15 in the game. Rustlers lead 31-13 as Wolsey-Wessington has their inbounds pass batted back out of bounds. Comes Tupel back on. Also in for Wolsey-Wessington, Macy Washachek. Washachek, Tupel, Peterson. Here's Shea Utecht trying to go coast to coast, and Kolda contests her the whole way and then fouls her. Morgan Kolda, her second. That'll be 5 on Miller, so the final 34 seconds of the first half here, any whistle will result in free throws. Shea Utecht to the line. First free throw is good. She's got 4 on the night, and that will tie her for the team lead. She has 4, Kendall has 4, and Kenley Hooks has 4. 31-14, Miller's lead here, as Shea Utecht has a chance to cut even further. Second free throw, though, is no good. Lichty the rebound. Lichty a pass ahead. Baumberger back in the game. Cross court, a pass is saved in by Schlechter. Schlechter to Grayson Wordle. Left wing Pugh back to Wordle, top of the key. Miller with 20 seconds to play in the first half. Healthy lead, 17 points for these Rustler girls. Miller moving the ball around. Here's Baumberger, right wing, a 3, no good. Almost had an offensive rebound. They did get one. It was Lichty, and she's fouled on her way back up. So Lichty's going to go to the free throw line as the foul is called on Kenley Hooks, her second. So Kate Lichty tonight, 2 points. Rustlers are 3 of 6 in the quarter, 4 of 9 in the game from the free throw line. Lichty with a make can get them back to 50, and does, as she's good on the first. And team now 5 out of 10 from the free throw line. Can she get them above 500? Second free throw on the way, and no good. Offensive rebound, though, Bomberger. Her putback is no good. Rebound again, tipped 3-4 times. Peterson comes away with it. Peterson gives it to Shea Utek. No time to even try the full court heave, and that'll do it for the first half here in Wolsey, as the Miller Rustlers come to town and pick apart the Wolsey Wessington Warbirds through the first half. Miller 32, Wolsey Wessington 14. Girls halftime show coming up in 2 minutes. 2 minutes on 1210 KOKK.
Playing the game means bumps, bruises, and breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Hofer and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at HuronRegional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center.
With nearly 130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
The certified public accountant firm of Coleman, Biersbach, and Anderson LLP can take care of your tax and accounting needs. Income tax preparation, computerized bookkeeping, audit and not audit financial statements, estate planning, just among the services offered by Coleman, Biersbach, and Anderson. Wishing the best to the Miller Rustlers, Coleman, Biersbach, and Anderson LLP CPA firm of Miller.
American Family Insurance.
This is Crystal Volkwartson, agent at Volkwartson & Associates, Inc. As your American Family Insurance agent in Huron and Miller, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. Call me today at 605-352-4943, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is Dakota Sports, committed to excellence in sports broadcasting. It's halftime.
It is halftime, and welcome back to Wolsey, as Wolsey Wessington Warbirds here tonight to host a doubleheader and a couple of JV games in the books. As we start off here with your scoreboard update, scoreboard's brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care. Downtown Huron, Lori and Kylie down there at the Mirror offering a plethora of services for the entire family. Cuts, colors, waxes, perms, hair treatments, sugaring, eyelash extensions, shampoo sets. You can stop in. They do accept walk-ins. The location is 35 4th Street Southeast, downtown Huron. It's across from the post office. You can, again, walk in as they're in there at the Mirror Family Hair Care, or you can call and make an appointment. For an appointment with Lori at the Mirror, call 605-883-HAIR. That's 605-883-HAIR. For an appointment with Kylie, you can call or text 605-553-1628. Again, call or text Kylie at 605-553-1628 at the Mirror Family Hair Care. So the Mirror brings us our scoreboard updates, and they split the JV matchups earlier. The junior varsity girls matchup would go to Miller. I think the final in that one, 44-22. The junior varsity boys matchup would go to the hometown Wolsey Wessington Warbirds. I think the final there, 38-17. So early scores here in the girls' game. A whole lot of Miller Rustler tonight as Rustlers come in, of course, bringing back a whole lot of experience, coming off a spectacular volleyball season, and bringing back every single one of the starters that they had last year. In fact, every single player. Miller graduated nobody. They bring back everybody here this year, and it's definitely shown as they have just gelled even further from a pretty salty club last year. 32-14, the Miller girls here lead at the break. Other girls basketball scores across the state. Highmore Herald leading Stanley County with 4 minutes to play, 49-24. Not a ton of scores here tonight. I know Hitchcock, Tulare, and Iroquois Lake Preston were tied at 13 after 3. So if I'm not mistaken, neither team scored in the third quarter of that one, because I think it was tied at 13 at the half. As girls basketball scores here and scores from across the state, brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care. Sanborn Central Woonsocket builds the lead over Bridgewater Emory. By the half, it's Blackhawks 35, Bridgewater Emory 24. That is a halftime of a girls matchup being played here tonight. And again, no boys scores really. The only early game that's underway is Lyman and Colombe. And of course, when you're West River, well, it kind of changes the timetable a little bit. A lot of second half of the double headers here tonight. We'll pass along those scores, of course, as they become available. Hitchcock, Tulare, Iroquois Lake Preston tonight in the boys' side, and Sanborn Central Woonsocket will, of course, take on Bridgewater Emory. Duffy's got some wrestling action over on Tiger tonight, as it's Aberdeen at Huron for them Tiger wrestlers. So that's a check your scoreboard. Scoreboard updates brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care, located in your downtown Huron. Let's send it back to the studios for 2 minutes. When we come back, the individual scorers. You're listening to high school girls basketball, but remember, both games of a girl-boy doubleheader tonight. Miller at Woolsey-Wessington. Halftime of the girls game, whole lot of rustlers. 32-14. Miller leads at the break. Back in 2 minutes. 2 minutes on KOKK.
The next time you're heading through Miller, make a stop at Pump and Pack. Fill up the tank or just top her off. Pump and Pack features gas, premium gas, and diesel too. Head inside for your favorite snacks and drinks. Pump and Pack is the place for hot stuff pizza and hamburgers, breakfast foods, ice cream too. Miller Pump and Pack is proud to feature Bball beef products, including ground beef steaks, jerky, and beef sticks. They're open 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Your locally owned and operated C-store. Pump and Pack, 709 North Broadway in Miller.
Onward Woolsey Business Association supports all activities of Woolsey-Wessington School. Onward Woolsey Business Association includes Santel, Egg Takera, Woolsey-Wessington School, the City of Woolsey, Cane Creek Outfitters, Buzzin' Coffee, H&S Heating and Cooling, Dakota Environmental Engineering. Best of luck, Warbirds, from the Onward Woolsey Business Association.
Stop into Shooter's Saloon in Woolsey today for some good food, good drinks, and great time. Shooter's has new hours. They're open Monday through Friday, 3 to close, with the kitchen open 4 to 10. Shooter's is now open Saturdays, noon to close, with a lunch special and appetizers available noon to 4. Be sure to follow their Facebook page to find the weekly special and any drink specials they may be having. You can still get all their normal menu items like their delicious ribeye dinner, and of course Shooter's famous homemade pizzas 4 to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Make your next stop at Shooter's Saloon in Woolsey.
It seems like nothing's built to last these days. Well, here's one that's built to last a long time. Portable creep feeders from Burns Manufacturing in Wessington. These creep feeders are built with convenience and durability in mind. Feed flow is easily adjustable with an agitation bar to prevent bridging and snug-fitting lids. Portable creep feeders from Burns Manufacturing are made locally in Wessington, South Dakota. Put a portable creep feeder from Burns Manufacturing of Wessington into your farming operation.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports on KOKK.
Welcome back to Woolsey. Taking a look at the first half numbers for the Woolsey-Wessington Warbirds. They got 6 of their 14 off the bench. Peyton Peterson, 2 points. Kenley Hooks with 4. 2 of the starters scored as well. 4 points apiece for Shea Utecht and Kendall Utecht. Shea hit a 3, went 1 of 2 from the line. Kendall hit the first 2 baskets of the game for the Woolsey-Wessington Warbirds, which would turn out to be their only 4 points in that opening quarter. They do put up 10 more in the second quarter. Again, 4 points apiece for Shea Utecht, Kendall Utecht, and Kenley Hooks. The team has 14 at the break, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. For Miller, a much different story. 8 off the bench, 2 apiece for Grayson Wordle, Caitlin Anderberg, Faith Baumberger, and Madeline Syanga. All 5 starters have scored. Aaliyah Schlechter, a point, 1 of 2 from the line. 2 points for Jolie Palmer. 3 for Kate Lichty and Paige Wordle. Both are 1 of 2 from the line. And Morgan Colda leads all scorers by a bunch. She has put up 15 in the first half, 7 in the first, 8 in the second. She's knocked down a couple threes, 3 of them actually, and is 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Again, Miller scores 12 in the first and 19 in the second. They go in the first half. Let's see here. 2, 3, 4, 5 of 11 from the free throw line. Miller leads 32-14 at the half. Second half in 30 seconds. A quick 30-second timeout on KOKK.